So, hello. Well, another excerpt into the way the world works according to Satan. It all started with this fruit that Adam and Eve ate. If you want to know what the fruit is, I say it's the law, but you know what it really is? I'll tell you what the law is and what that fruit was. The fruit was the fruit of self-righteousness. The fruit that says, I'm better than you because I'm more righteous than you are. I'm holier than thou. That's the fruit that Adam and Eve ate of. So now when you go to church and you find people who are holier than thou, then you know that church is from Satan, because Satan is the holier than thou one. So when you go to church where you start to feel like you're scum, you're beneath everybody else, and this is what the government tells you, this is what you're taught in school, this is the way you're treated when you go to the airport and you're strip searched like some common criminal. When you go around and people look at you like, what are you, some sort of child molester? What's wrong with you? I'm more righteous than you. I'm looking out for people like you. I'm trying to protect society from people like you. The government does it. The police department does it. The church does it. Oh, capitalism doesn't do it? So when you go to work and your boss treats you like you're some sort of scum, when you feel as if you have more skills than you are given credit for, you're not oppressed by self-righteousness? People hate you because of your political or your religious point of view because they're more self-righteous than you. They have no compassion on you. Arminians don't have compassion on Calvinists because, they're scum because they believe that God chose them from the beginning of time. Where do they get their right? By their own self-righteousness because they chose God? It's all part of the self-righteous pattern of man trying to make himself better than his fellow man and then crapping on him. This is why Jesus came, to tell all of you people. This is why I believe the Bible. Because Jesus came to tell you self-righteous people that your own self-righteousness can't get you anywhere. You stink. Oh, but didn't I do this for you and didn't I do that for you so that I can feel better about myself so I can treat other people like they're some sort of criminal? No, there is no one righteous, no, not one. You're all hypocrites. That's why Jesus said you're all hypocrites. Every single one of you, down to the last letter. Every single person who thinks that they've done righteous acts and think that somehow or another that gives them the right to look on other people. Like this. Oh, I'm glad I'm not like this tax collector sinner. I'm a Pharisee. This is why Christ came, and this is why there were arguments between the Jewish Christians who were under that self-righteous system, who couldn't break out of that system. This is why I believe that there was an argument between these Jews. Peter got an argument from the same Jews, men from James. Why? Because he went in with the goyim, with the Gentiles, and he ate unkosher food when he wasn't even supposed to talk to them because they're beneath the Jew. Because they're unholy. The Jews will be kind to the rest of society, but of course we're the chosen people. It was all about who's chosen. And the fact is that if you've been chosen, the first thing you have to recognize is that you have no righteousness of your own. And this is the point that people don't get. Oh, well, we need to make ourselves holy because the Bible says we're saved and that, that we're righteous before God, but we still have to live a holy life. And because, although we're saved, we have to try to self-sanctify ourselves so that this way we can be self-righteous over our brother. Oh, that doesn't happen. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. You, self-righteous one. Oh, I'm not self-righteous. I'm humble. I know how to make myself humble. In the back of your mind, you don't know yourself. You don't know your own pride. This is why God made it so that you can't be above your brother. Because as soon as you start to take the position, and you know this to be true, because you're looking at other Christians and you're measuring yourself. This is what self-sanctification does. This is what accountability partners does. It starts measuring one another. Oh, well, for salvation it's not a problem, but we have to talk about sanctification. No, Jesus took that system away. He took that system away. He doesn't want you to practice your life that way. Well, we could go and live unholy. You're already unholy. What you need to realize is that you've been forgiven, and the love that comes out of your heart will transfer your mind and change it to something righteous, because you don't want to be the scum that you were. But when you turn around and you self-sanctify yourself, you start to become more of a scum and treat other people like scum. Especially people, by the way, with Asperger's syndrome, who have a problem with looking people in the eye because of the way they were born. I know. This is what I went through in the church. So I could tell you self-righteous sons of bitches where to go. Straight to hell. Oh, you can't talk like that. Well, let me tell you what Jesus said. You self-righteous. I never knew you. Go straight to hell. That's what Jesus says to you self-righteous. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of self-righteous oppression in the government, in the church, in the schools, in corporations, everywhere. It's rampant everywhere. And they go, oh, well, we're basically good people. No, you're not. You're self-righteous. You know, God doesn't like a proud look, a haughty eyes, right? And what does self-righteousness do? Makes you haughty. Oh no, I've humbled myself. My eye. God bless.